Hello guys, good evening. We'll start in next 1 more minute. I can see people are joining. Please type your message in chat box if you are able to hear me properly. Perfect. Thanks, Akshay, Mansa. Welcome. Perfect, Ritika. Thank you. Thanks for confirmation. Okay, while people are starting, we are already 3 minutes past from the scheduled time. So we should start, and very well welcome everyone. This is Anuj this side, and I am working with Ericsson India Private Limited as a head of Commerce and FinTech. It's almost 8 years I am in this industry, particularly in FinTech, and overall 20 years of experience. Uh, and we are in primary in mobile commerce and FinTech business here. And I would like to take you through how this industry is evolving, that is called FinTech. What is the future of FinTech, and what are the opportunities, growth opportunities we see in this area? This is really interesting area to know. Uh, Before we move further, let's understand what is uh, uh, FinTech all about. Okay, that is very important us to understand. So FinTech is nothing, rather, I would say it's a marriage of traditional financial system with technology and innovation. Okay, and that is FinTech for all of us. So we have our financial systems in place, financial institutions are there. Now, when we are combining them with technology and innovations, uh, they are giving a great output towards society, towards business, towards economic situations, and that is all about FinTech. So if you see the left hand side of the image on my screen, you can very well see we are talking about finance and technology and innovations. So it's a merger of these three things altogether. Okay, we have many areas where we are giving services, like lending services, which is typically loan services. Then we have payment services. I'm pretty sure you guys are using mobile wallets and online banking, etc. All these come under payment services. Okay, then we have investment services altogether. That is really great. People are doing a lot of investments in liquidity, etc. That is also come under FinTech ecosystem. And then financial research, which is very important, and it helps to create more decisions around what to do next for economical standpoint. Okay, to avail all these services, we have or certain organizations, uh, like we have high tech organizations, high tech firms. Okay, uh, TCS, Infosys, Comfiva, Airtel, MTN, Vodafone. All these are high tech firms who are supporting this financial ecosystem or FinTech ecosystem great extent. Okay, and then definitely we have traditional firms like our banking systems, financial institutions. Like for example, if we talk about banks, any bank, ICICI, SBI, SDFC, any other bank. And then we have very good financial institutions like American Express, JCPenney, and all those things. So all these financial institutions are taking help uh, to enable these lending services and payment services. And on top of it, definitely when we are talking about technology, we are talking about financial platforms, there must be some regulator, okay, who regulates all these functionality, which will be on top of everything. And if we talk about Indian context, it would be easy all of us to understand, like RBI is one main regulator, or I would say RBI is the regulator for all financial institutions running in India. Okay, even if these high-tech companies giving solutions to traditional firms, they need to follow all the rules, regulations designed and implemented by Government of India, and RBI is the organization. Okay, so very, very important to follow all the guideline governance structure coming from regulators like RBI. Just to give you more about RBI, I would say it is not a new organization from Government of India. It is as old, like they have established in 1935. Okay, it's before our freedom, I would say. There was RBI set up altogether, and RBI, which is a regulator, it is conceptualized on one book written by Mr. or Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. The book name is The Problem of Rupee, Its Origin on Its Solution. Okay, so the fundamental structure of RBI guidelines come from this book, which is written by Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, okay, in 1934-35. So just to give you the perspective, what is regulators, what is traditional firms we are talking about, what is high-tech firms, and what are the area we are covering in this ecosystem of fintech. Okay, let's go a little bit in past, not very past, let's say 10 years back. Okay, banking experience. Okay, we never see 24/7 banking facility if we go 10-15 years back or 20 years back. Okay, we need to bound to go banks in certain time frame. Okay, they operate in certain way altogether, and if we need to get certain services from bank, we need to follow their timings, their way of working, etc. But today, the way banks are operating, it's 24/7 altogether. To open your bank account, you need not to go to bank. Bank come to your home and get all the things done for you, right? So it is quick, faster. So I would say all financial methods, procedures are now getting converted into service delivery, more towards customer satisfaction. Okay, they are bound certain service level agreements. Okay, so that is very, very important, and that is the reason how these high-tech firms come into the picture and contributing to enable these financial institutions for better services. Okay, another example, I'm pretty sure you guys have issued one demand draft when I was appearing for IIT or engineering long back in 1998, 2000, I would say. It's long back. Uh, for getting one demand draft, it's a nightmare activity altogether. You need to go to bank, you need to fill slips, get the things done, and possibly you need to wait for 4 hours, 5 hours to get even one single demand draft. And today it's online altogether. Deposit and withdrawal. I do remember in old times, people go banks to withdraw and deposit money, and they need to be in queue for a long time. Okay, like half a day they need to take break to deposit or withdraw money from banks. And today we have fantastic facilities like ATM and all those things. You know, you can do it very quickly. So it's amazing thing, and this is how we can see the transformation happening in this fintech area from last 2 decades or 3 decades. Now let's move a bit further to understand the evolution of this fintech altogether. So is it 10 years back we started all this? 20 years we have started all this? Not really. We started long back. It's somewhere in 1800 when we were not there at all, right? So in 1800, the fintech evolution got started. And I'll show you certain examples what all happened in different centuries or years, so and so forth. But in 1800, we started this fintech evolution altogether. If you see in 1900, we come up with certain features and evolution, which is called online banking. Okay, we'll see, you know, what is the difference in online banking and net banking and all those things. Okay, then we have seen in 1960 ATMs. Okay, ATM is nothing new. It got invented and implemented in 1960 itself. uh, and then we have online banking coming in 1980s. Mobile wallets, I'm pretty sure you guys are using mobile wallets in your day-to-day life now. Hmm? If you go back 5 years, you know, there was people hesitate to use mobile wallet system, particularly in India, I would say. Okay, and now it is our part of our day-to-day life altogether, right? So mobile wallet, and then we are talking about digital currencies, okay, altogether, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, etc. So you can see from 1800 till 2018 and 2020, we are evolving this fintech area like anything. Okay, it evolves like anything. Let me quickly go and talk more about it, so you have very fair idea what we are referring to and how it is getting involved. If you see the first picture, okay, on left hand side, it's called pen telegraph, and it was invented in 1860 altogether. Hmm? Like we talked, like 1800 we have started the innovations in this area. So in 1860, the first machine, which we can say it's a high-tech machine, innovation is there in financial area, it's pen telegraph. Okay, and it was used to verify signatures of issuer and buyer, etc. So it started in 1860. Hmm? Definitely, it was not that fast the way today we have scanning systems, but it was a great innovation or turning point in 1860s. Okay, we are using our credit card, debit card every day. All right, these credit cards is nothing new. It all started in 1950s, where Diners Club, they have issued their first credit card. It was first credit card coming from their side. Okay, then slowly we industry move towards not only for diner perspective, for purchasing perspective, etc. American Express come into the picture. They have issued a credit card which can be used for utilities perspective. Okay, in 1958, and they come up with their own credit card at that point of time. And it was not really the plastic or aluminum based credit card, they were paper based credit card at that point of time. ATM machines, okay. Barclay Bank, one of the oldest bank, I would say, they come up in 1967 with ATM. Okay, it was in, if I remember, it's in North London somewhere. They have put the first machine of ATM in 1967. Okay, so Barclays Bank has come up with innovation, technology, and start installing ATMs, which we are using so frequently nowadays. It's every day we are using ATMs, right? So it's not new things, I would say. It is quite old, coming from 1967. Definitely the speed, functionality, features are getting evolved every year, right? Now, little bit more online banking. Okay, we always get confused when somebody is saying I am using online banking. Online banking and net banking, two are different things. Okay, we use like this. Okay, I'm using online banking. It's okay, but are you using net banking or online banking? So there is a differentiation. Online banking started in 1983 altogether, where bank called from their telephone, okay, to their customer, and they need to give input through their computer. So they, if they want to pay certain bills or transfer certain bills, they need to type through keyboard. Okay, and bank will capture those inputs and facilitate that transactions. Okay, so that was online banking, not net banking. But in 1994, after 10 years, I would say, when online banking got started or kicked off, Microsoft come into the picture, and they introduce this net banking feature altogether. Okay, which is more online, more transactions you can do. And if you see today, we have 1.2 billion online banking users globally. And according to research firms, what they are claiming is by 2021, we will be 2 billion who are using online or net banking. So great history, evolution of fintech, okay, coming into the picture. Now, again, I'm going to one very important use case, that is mobile wallet. Okay, let me take some break and understand. Can somebody suggest, when first wallet come into the picture, and which organization has introduced that wallet? Any guesses? We can see the responses on chat. You can respond on chat box. When first wallet come, and which organization has introduced that? You can put on chat box, please. Okay, UPI was the first. Okay, pay through mobile, Yes Bank. Okay, okay, good. PayPal. Okay, good to know. Very good. Yes, guys, you are not really wrong, I would say. But you will be feel surprised. The first mobile wallet was introduced by not a financial institution altogether. It's a Coca-Cola, very popular brand name. Yes, I can see Shekhar Akul has mentioned Coca-Cola. Yes, you are absolutely right. Awesome, bang on. So Coca-Cola was the first organization who introduced this wallet. Okay, and in 2011, Google come into the picture with their Google Wallet altogether. So you can see, today we are using mobile wallet like anything. In any country you go, they are using one wallet or another. And it's Coca-Cola who has invented, I would say, or started this concept of digital wallet. Amazing stuff. And then Google come into the picture, and so forth. Organizations coming and producing this concept. Okay, let's move on. And today, if you see on the next slide, we have so many UPI method APIs available. We have mobile wallet. If you talk about India, very simply, we can say MobiKwik, Paytm, very commonly used. Oxygen wallet we are using, PhonePe we are using. All these wallets come into the picture. Okay, and they are using very innovative functionality, I would say, which you guys are very much familiar. Most of you are familiar, I would say. Okay, like biometric voice enabled features, AI driven feature, QR code, barcode. We are scanning always QR code when we are purchasing something and doing transactions, right? It's quite common nowadays. But it's all the journey evolution of fintech. Okay, and and we need to feel privileged. We are in this era where we need not to rely on certain method or process, and we need not to wait when financial institution get opened and we go there and do the transaction, etc. If your friend have some problem, you can just transfer the money on one click. When there is a crisis situation, like we have seen in COVID-19 situation, there is a PM Care Fund altogether, and it's very easy. Like you can do it from Paytm and all. You need not to go to bank and deposit money. All those things, it's all gone. So amazing journey, amazing stuff. Now moving next. Okay, and this is quite interesting, I would say. When we are doing certain activity, we are talking about financial institutions, we are talking about high-tech firms, we are talking about innovation. It is very, very important to see how these innovations, these technology, really, really contributing towards economic growth, about people growth, social understanding, very, very important. And that's the reason I have put that even title like FinTech for Greater Good. Can somebody put on the chat what you guys really understand from greater good? I hope you have heard about it, but it is always good to share what you think about this term called greater good. Let me see, you can put on again chat box. Let me see if I can see the responses. Good for people, Akshay saying, thank you, great, greater good, something better, something for betterment of society. Yes, absolutely, Priya, you're absolutely right. Yeah, for betterment, yes, yes, absolutely. So it is up for betterment of society, betterment of people. That is very, very important. We have certain innovations which are not really good for people or not good for society, but fintech is something which is really, really changing the entire world, the entire social presence. I am not sure how many of you really visited places where banking systems are not there, banks are not there. Uh, it's a totally difficult to understand when there is no banking system, there is no ATM, how people live there, how they carry money, etc. Right? And here, fintech come into the picture, mobile wallet come into the picture, and how they are enabling society, and how fintech is for greater good, I would say again. Uh, and we can see one of the case study here, how fintech is helping society altogether. Okay. Before we go, we need to understand one concept called uh, global goals. Okay, what is global goals? Global goals are defined by United Nations. Okay, uh, there are countries who are part of United Nation states. They have defined in 2015 16 or 17 goals altogether for betterment of people, for society, for next 15 years. So all these countries had put a goal, in which area they need to work, how they can support the society for greater good. Okay. And if you see on the screen, the first goal was no poverty, definitely. No hunger. For health system perspective, for education perspective, they have put 16 and 17 goals altogether, and they have targeted to put in place fintech system and enablers, and their goal is to achieve by 2030. So if you see, I have put very clearly a universal call to action and end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that people enjoy peace and prosperity by 2030. So that is the goal from United Nations, and we call it as global goals. Okay, let's see one video around it. I am showing one case study. There is a telecom operator in Africa. Possibly some of you have heard about it. It's MTN. Like here in India, we have Bharti Airtel. If you go to Africa, one of the biggest operator, we have MTN, and they have used this fintech to achieve the global goals by 2030. And this video is available on YouTube, but I really want you guys to see how this fintech helping the society for betterment. Okay, so next video, let's listen and carefully what fintech is doing for the society.
The South African private sector is working to deliver the United Nations 2030 Agenda and the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. The Global Compact Network South Africa has created a platform to unify action to deliver the global goals. This is the MTN story, where an MTN collaboration with a next-generation solar energy company accelerated delivery of the Sustainable Development Goals, creating a better Africa and a better world.
My daughter Miremba loves butterflies, and I want to tell you about a butterfly effect. She lives with my mother Dembe, while I'm working in Kampala. Rural life is difficult, and my mother is growing older. But she doesn't complain, and I send her money directly to her mobile money wallet, which she can access at the kiosk in town each month. The village she lives in is poor and is hard to reach with modern services like electricity or banking. 2 years ago, she was stuck using kerosene power, and I would worry that Miremba could burn herself. Kerosene has unhealthy fumes, and the light was too dark for Miremba to do her homework in the evenings. My mother lacked power in every way. But then my mother heard about friends from surrounding villages connecting to solar power. A great thing about rural life, news travels fast. She asked me to find out more. The solar home solution provides lighting and phone charging. It even supports TV and radio. It's financed through micro-installments paid via mobile money. It was only going to take 35 months until my mother had free, clean energy. Cost-wise, the monthly payments were about the same as Mom was spending on kerosene. You make the payments using MTN mobile money. So we got her an entry-level internet-enabled phone. This was a big innovation for my mother, and I know that solar power is better for our environment too. Everyone was helpful. My mother was helped with the delivery of the Ready Pay, which was brought to her from the local MTN shop. She was then shown how to use both the phone and the Ready Pay system. My mother was learning fast. Mom can now transact using her mobile wallet for solar and for buying other goods. She's also covered by my medical insurance. Because each time I send money, a little bit goes towards my IO, send with care, so that my mother has cover if something happens to me. And because of her Momo wallet, Mom isn't hiding money under her bed anymore, so she is sleeping safer at night. And the local shops in town are now taking Momo payments, which is also convenient. So Mom had said goodbye to kerosene, and Marimba was now able to do her homework in the evenings, and she started getting really good marks because of it. Mom says she's got so much more opportunity than she had. She wants to be a teacher one day. And it got better. Because of her steady use of Momo, MTN offered Mom a $3 starter loan. She now had access to credit for the first time ever. This gave her an idea. She had been interested in getting back into baking bread, but hadn't been able to buy the supplies before. Mom used the loan to get going, and now she's baking bread for the whole village. Her loan amount grew to $25. That's quite a cash flow. She's doing so much more than just bread now. I'm no longer her only source of income, which is a huge relief for me. She is actually so successful that she built up cash in her wallet. Mom was able to then make savings for the first time ever. And her saving was so good that she was now getting proper interest from her mobile money virtual saving account. She is the first of her group of friends to have savings. She is so proud. So there we go. Today, my mother is a successful merchant with her own money. She is no longer so very poor. To celebrate, she upgraded her Ready Pay and bought a TV to enjoy in the evenings. Miremba and Mom are always checking for the latest energy-efficient devices. We hear there is going to be a cooking stove soon. They are quite the innovators. The jobs in financial mobile services are growing. MTN is offering new jobs here. I'd like a job with them. That would be great. MTN and its partners have caused a butterfly effect that has made so many things better, and I would like to be a part of that.
The MTN Visioning Story is part of the South African Voluntary National Review of Action to deliver the 2030 Agenda. What is your organisation's vision? Join us and participate.
All right. Any reactions from this wonderful people gathering here? What you see, how MTN as an organization take a step ahead, utilizing their capability, their platform. They are telecom operator altogether, right? But they have connectivity with people. They are enabling financial technology there, helping people, improvising the society. Uh, Social growth is happening. Kids are now going to schools. No poverty, no hunger coming into the picture. Uh, what is you guys see in this particular clip? Do you really see how fintech is changing the entire world? What is your thought, guys? I really want to see what is coming to your mind. Let's see what our friends thought about it. 1 second. Yeah. Okay. Absolutely. Fintech with telecom operator is a great thing, as almost using telecom service. Yes, Suchi, absolutely, you are right. Can be useful for farmers. Yes. Step down digitization, general development in this area. Loans sounds new concept. Yes, yes, you're absolutely right. I have not heard in India so far. Yes, absolutely. We'll touch base about this loan functions. Yes, okay. Akshay saying use your mobile and use your new wallet. No need to keep physical cash. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So if you see, things are changing very fast. Mm, I can tell you, people's salaries, okay, for their job salaries are getting credited to their mobile wallet system altogether. Okay, there is no more bank. I would say when you go and talk to this organization CIO, he always say like, I would like MTN to be the biggest bank in Africa. Okay, so you can just imagine one telecom operator has vision to be a biggest bank in entire Africa. Okay, it's it's a really tremendous stuff, and what they are doing is using the fintech to enable society, enable people. Okay, so that's a vision for MTN. I can tell you another case study, that is M-Pesa in Kenya. Okay, and that is from Vodafone. They are doing amazing job. And if you do the Google, you can see how things are changing in Kenya because of M-Pesa. It's a great case study in the area of fintech. Okay, how people are changing, how their social standard is getting changed altogether, how the country economical situation is growing because of financial inclusion in that country, and telecom operator, high tech industry, banks, they are coming together, coming with innovations in enabling all these. So interesting area. Now I am giving you more perspective about the growth. Okay, we talked about few past, how it evolved, what is fintech, what is a vision. But it is quite obvious question, how we see the trend in terms of growth in this area. Hmm? How it is growing. It's good to hear like it is enabling people, enabling society, but do we have any statistics around it? Yes, definitely. And I really want to share one small slide which can demonstrate how all these financial inclusions, mobile wallet, banking industry, they are evolving, growing in not only in India or US, everywhere in the world. Okay. For give you the perspective, I'll take only one slide. Okay, if you see this slide, okay, The right hand, the bar figures you see, okay, this is for United States, okay. If you see from 2015 to 2021, which is extrapolated data for sure, how the fintech transactions are growing, mobile wallet, mobile payment wallet transactions are growing. This is, I am taking one case, that is payments, okay. I am not even considering other fintech area. The only one stream in the entire ecosystem, that is payment, and it is growing from single digit $1 billion to triple digit $1 billion. Amazing journey. If you see 62% annual growth coming in this area, and we always assume like mobile wallet, it is, or payments, it is for developing countries, not developed countries. But I am showing you statistics for US perspective. Even country like US, who are very well developed in terms of technology, innovations, etc. Growth path, if you see 62% growth year on year alone in US. Now, if you see the left hand side figure, okay, in 2019, we are talking about 690 USD billion transaction, okay, through financial systems, and we are targeting 1 trillions. We are hitting to 1 trillions US dollar. So amazing journey. You can see, double, triple figure, 62% growth only in US year on year. So you can just imagine how our society is getting dependent on payment system, financial inclusions, different streams in fintech area. And this really give you a clear picture how this entire fintech domain is growing altogether. One question before we move to the next slide, because now we are moving towards, we talked about growth, we will talk about career prospects, etc. But before we go into it, today we are in unfortunate situation, COVID-19 situation for last 3-4 months now. I don't see any rush on ATMs when even lockdown get announced, or we came to know like we cannot go out from our home or societies, etc. People are worried about groceries, essentials, but not really worried about how they will withdraw money, right? Definitely, I'm talking about cities here, not villages, but at least in the cities, especially, even in the medium kind of village here in India, you don't see people are getting panic to withdraw the cash, etc., unless until they need huge amount of money. All right. So all those things are happening because we have enablement in terms of online banking, wallet system, or we are growing with evolution of fintech altogether. And that is the reason we are not getting worried around it. Okay. We are worried about other things, which is grocery, how I will buy, how I will go office, etc. But not really. There is no long queue in front of ATM. Okay, interesting. And I can tell you my personal feeling. In last 3 months, I didn't even pay single note or cash. Okay, for any essentials which I'm buying. Okay, it's all through online, credit card, Paytm, whatever you want to say, but no cash. And when we are not using cash, if you see it in a larger way, it helping to build our environment healthy. We will not print more notes. Okay, so no cutting of trees, etc. Very, very important. So all digitalization, fintech evolution helping the society in large way. And we can see the growth potential here on the screen. Now, I can talk for next 5 hours on around it, but for the benefit of time, we have only 12-13 minutes left. Let's move very quickly on career dimensions. Okay, how we see, I'm pretty sure in this group, most of the people really want to know how they can build their own career in this area, which is fintech. Okay, So I have put certain industry here, banking and finance we talked about, IT and automation we talked about, okay, consultancy, yes, financial consultancy, insurance, etc. Legal and compliance, definitely, as I mentioned, there would be certain regulators who will govern all these financial inclusion. So definitely legal and compliance come into the picture. When we go to retails, definitely this come into the picture. Healthcare, very, very important. Insurance, all these come into the picture. These are the industry which are utilizing fintech at large extent. Okay. And if you see certain cuttings, I have put like fintech innovations under threat from skill shortage. Okay. This is the area who really want to get more innovations, more people to jump, more young mind come into the picture. And there is a skill shortage altogether in this area. There are hell of possibility to grow this area, which can support the society and people. Okay. Now, another aspect, a more technical aspect, I would say. Okay. Uh, One term which is now commonly used in management institutes or engineering college, that is robotic process automation, RPA. Okay. It's a different subject altogether nowadays in colleges. Okay. And it is based on artificial intelligence. It's a robotic, okay, which is getting integrated with fintech. Okay. One example, very simple example, that chatbot. Okay. While you want to do certain investment, you want to, when you are visiting any bank website, okay, you can see one help message come into the picture, how I can support you, how I can help you. This is all a robotic process automation, and based on your inputs, that robot or feature will give you the output. Okay, if you want to know about your account balance, you can put, I want to know my account balance, and you will get the response. Okay, so it is more user friendly, quick, no dependency on any system. Okay, no human intervention, robotic process automation, amazing stuff. All right, when we are talking about payments, contactless payment. Okay, no need to even touch uh, anything. Okay, no currency. We all know it is more about near field communication. You just need to scan your mobile, payment done. Okay, your phone has your own credit card and debit card in place. Okay, very simple way of doing payments, money transfer nowadays. Okay. Another area I will go to, just walk out technology bit later, possibly at the end. But let's talk about regtech in the left bottom corner. Okay, this is regulatory technology I am referring to. We talked about RBI guidelines, how they ensure your transactions are secured enough. Okay, you are following certain guidelines as a enabler of fintech. Okay, that is very, very important. So regtech come into the picture. Reg means regulatory, tech means technology. So regulatory technology come into the picture. Microfinance, what is microfinance? It is low amount money to enable people who are living below poverty line, etc., to enable them to open bank accounts, give them loans. We have seen in the video even, like one lady has taken loan of $3. Okay, and based on her credit score, it getting increased like $25, etc. So microfinance is very, very important and playing very vital role to enable society. Cyber security, another fantastic area. Okay, while we are doing a lot of transactions, yes, I can see certain hands. It is good we can address all your queries at the end. Allow me for 5 minutes. Cyber security, very, very important area. While we are doing these transactions, we always have a threat of vulnerabilities in the system, and features are there. It is very, very important to have right cyber security in place. Now, the another important technology area, that is deep learning, sensor fusion, computer vision. It is all IoT enabled technology, or to enable IoT, these are the technologies getting used. And I will show you one of the case study again on how the future shopping experience would be look like, how we will do the payments while we are using these technologies. Okay, and it's Amazon who come up with this concept. Okay, and they have put one store all together in USA where you can just walk out and enjoy your shopping experience. So let's have a quick view on that.
4 years ago, we started to wonder, what would shopping look like if you could walk into a store, grab what you want, and just go? What if we could weave the most advanced machine learning, computer vision, and AI into the very fabric of a store, so you never have to wait in line? No lines, no checkouts, no registers. Welcome to Amazon Go. Use the Amazon Go app to enter. Then put away your phone and start shopping. It's really that simple. Take whatever you like. Anything you pick up is automatically added to your virtual cart. If you change your mind about that cupcake, just put it back. Our technology will update your virtual cart automatically. So how does it work? We used computer vision, deep learning algorithms, and sensor fusion, much like you'd find in self-driving cars. We call it Just Walk Out technology. Once you've got everything you want, you can just go. When you leave, our Just Walk Out technology adds up your virtual cart and charges your Amazon account. Your receipt is sent straight to the app, and you can keep going. Amazon Go. No lines, no checkout. No, seriously.
Right, guys? Interesting shopping experience. Amazon has started already, and we are pretty sure with all these new technologies, things will be drastically changed in coming months or years. Okay, very interesting area to be in. Okay, lot of scope. You can be anywhere in consultancy, in rec tech, in security, in technology. You know, there are ample opportunities in this area. I would really recommend people to explore such kind of areas where they can really contribute towards society, to enable society. That is very, very important. Now we can have few questions. We have few minutes here, and then we wrap up. 1 second, let me see from where I can see chat window. Okay. Okay, let's just utilize this. Okay, chat window. What is the scope of fintech in India, especially after COVID-19? Yes, let me take this question, and it's really, really interesting. The way things are changing, I do remember before COVID situation, people are hesitate to use even wallet system. They were using only for small transactions, right? For 5 rupees, 10 rupees transactions here and there. And while they are in different situation or difficult situation, they are getting used to it, Akshay. They are getting rely and confidence on mobile wallet system in India. Even these organizations like Paytm, they are enhancing their capability and capacity after seeing lot of transaction is happening. Okay, That is really, really great. And the future is really, really great. Not only in payment area, I would, like I have shown you this Amazon Go example. Okay, all these payments will done automatically. So no cash transaction. It will help to even reduce spread of this virus altogether. So no cash transactions, all digital money moving around, definitely going to help us. Okay, so government should also focus of this technology. Definitely, Amit, government is focusing actually. I can tell you, in my own organization, in my area where I am in right now, okay, I can see lot of countries government pushing telecom operators and banks to start using digital wallets and online banking, etc. So lot of work even getting started, and they are in hurry to enable all these feature in their respective countries. Okay, so government are really, really interested after seeing the entire world is getting locked down altogether, right? We have experienced never before. And it is government initiative now. They are even supporting organization to enable fintech in their country. Okay, so it is already started. Okay, I hope to see India coming forward post US ban H1 for all. Yes, absolutely, Akshay, correct. Lot of question. Ishita is saying, how can digital payment and net banking can reach to Indian villages? Okay, so this is really interesting, Ishita, and I would really like to address this. Okay, uh, if I understood you correctly, we are talking about how people will use, because they may not have internet connections, they don't have even uh, data connection altogether to use these smartphone, etc. Even our village people doesn't have smartphones. So just to tell you, even in simple non-smartphone, okay, simple 100 rupees phone, okay, you can do transactions. There is a technology called USSD. Okay, it is a code based technology, and let me put it in this way, in Africa it is as good as our villages where people doesn't have smartphone. They are using USSD technology where they can dial star 1234 hash or code which is defined by the telecom operator. They are using those USSD code to do certain transactions. So once they dial these strings or code, certain menu options come on their screen, and they need to choose the option 1 2 3. They need to type 3 or 2 depending upon the what kind of transaction they want to do. Okay, so there is no need to have internet connection, data connection, a smartphone to enable society to do digital payments. No, that is a myth altogether. And this is really interesting question, because we have this mindset, these digital, when we are talking about digital, we always talk about high tech, uh, internet, data, Bluetooth, everything. Okay, but that is not the real case. The fundamental is people can do transaction with even 2G connections with 100 rupees phone itself. So, and people are doing it. If you go to Africa, check it out on Google. I'm telling you, the technology which they are using or the method they are using is USSD. Okay, good question, Ishida. Thanks for this interesting questions. I hope this will really help people to understand. It is not only about high tech. It is more about putting the right things for right people. Okay, government should focus. Yes, thank you. I think we are on time, and I would like to thank all of you. If you have any further query, questions, you can reach out to me through LinkedIn, Facebook, no problem. Okay, I'm most welcome to hear from you. You can share your feedback. Uh, this is my LinkedIn and Facebook profile. You can always reach out to me, no problem. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for your time. We are on time almost, 4:56. Fantastic. And thank you very much. Have a nice evening. Bye bye.